Yetta. Let me start with a simple question. Have you ever tried to get kids out the door on time? If you have, you probably know it can feel like herding kittens. In my family, this was a constant challenge. My wife and I always started reminding our three daughters long before it was time to leave, but somehow we were still late for almost everything. One day, 5 minutes before an important event, I found my oldest daughter reading on the porch and my middle daughter playing on piano, my youngest daughter still without socks. Nobody was in the car and I was extremely frustrated. At that moment, I blamed my daughters for the problem. However, this experience helped me realize something important about leadership. Today, I want to share one central idea. Leadership begins with personal accountability. To explain this idea, I will introduce 3 simple habits that can improve accountability in any situation. The first habit is don't blame. When we blame others, we often think we are motivating them to improve. However, research shows the opposite. Blame actually triggers the brain's fight or flight response, which shuts down the part of the brain responsible for problem solving. As a result, instead of thinking about solution, people become defensive or afraid of making mistakes. For example, researcher Amy Emerson studied hospital teams and discovered something surprising. High-performing teams can report more mistakes than low-performing teams. This happened because their culture did not punish people for errors, so team members felt safe admitting mistakes and learning from them. So therefore, avoiding blame can create an environment where people are more willing to take responsibility. 6. The next habit is look in the mirror. Most of us are very good at noticing other people's mistakes, but we are not very good at noticing how our actions contribute to a problem. For instance, one time my assistant mailed thousands of letters to potential clients, but something went wrong. Every letter said, "Dear Mr. Smith, insert the company name here." At first, I thought it was her fault, but when I looked more carefully, I realized that I had forgotten to highlight the variable files in the templates. If I had done that, I think she would not properly have missed that. So this experience taught me when we ask ourselves how we may have contributed to it, we get the power to fix it. Finally, the third habit is engineer the solution. Instead of focusing on blaming people, effective leadership can improve the system that caused a problem. In my case, I realized that my daughter did not clearly know the time schedule in the morning, so I put big clocks in several rooms and posted a daily schedule in a common area. After making this simple change, our morning became much smoother, and we were far more likely to leave the house on time. These small examples show me how changing the system can create a better result, and that can create a better result than simply blaming people. In conclusion, leadership is not just for CEOs or managers. We all live in our daily lives as parents, co-workers, or friends. Remember these habits: don't blame, Don't blame, look in the mirror and engineer the solution. Following these three simple habits can create a safe and a responsive environment. Leadership is not about blaming others, it begins when we take accountability ourselves. Thank you.